Hey guys, so I have a ton of stuff for you in this week's weekly makeup bag. I am just gonna scramble through it because I have so much. So one of the first things I was using was the Tartelette original Tartelette palette, and it's so pretty. It has a lot of pretty mattes, so I was using a lot of these um, nice neutrals and plum shades just to create simple daily looks. So I didn't have a lot of shimmer going on. I used a combination of them, but mostly I went straight across and just used that look for the day. And I really do love this palette. I know it's kind of up in the air. Some people love it, some people don't, but I actually do love it. When I first purchased it, I wasn't a huge fan of mattes, but now I am, and I really do enjoy Tarte's a matte formula, especially in the Tartelette palette. I also purchased the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Gold Bar not that long ago. This was out last winter and I missed it, so when they brought it back, I was able to get it, and this is so pretty. It has a nice gold tint to it. I'm not sure how much you can see there, but it is so pretty, and it it's what I have on today. Just has a nice sheen, and this rivals high-end highlighters for sure. I was also using the Cream Formula Urban Decay lipstick in the shade Maniac. This is kind of a rosy red shade, and it's so pretty and stays on the lips very nice. I wore it to work. I'm taking orders, talking a lot, so um, definitely stayed on really nice for me. And then the Stila Glitter and Glow in Smoky Storm. This is a very pretty like pewter color, and it has a lot of glitter. I wore it all over my lid, and I just really love that shade. Those are great, and if you haven't tried them, definitely be sure to try them because they're great quality. I was also using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the shade Ozone. This is it looks white, but it's really clear when it goes on your lips. I was wearing that on a couple different days. I wore the Too Faced Melted Matte in the shade Lady Balls. This is their liquid lipstick, and this is a true red color. I love this shade, and this pairs really nice with a red lip liner, or I was using it with the white or clear lip liner, and it went really great. And I'll show you a couple other lip products I was using with that Ozone lip liner, but I don't have them on the top of the bag right now. I'm kind of just coming across whatever happens to be first. So I'll let you know also the other products that I use with that. So this is the Super Shock Cheek from ColourPop in the shade Hippo, and this is a pinky purple, kind of like a lavender shade. It's so pretty. I love this, and I went back to using it this week, and I thought it was really, really pretty. I'm not sure why I haven't used these. It's just that I have such a huge collection, I think, and I don't remember to go through all my products. But definitely love their highlighters, and I was using one of their eyeshadows in the shade Just for Fun. This is a Super Shock shadow that was out, I don't even know, maybe last winter because it has the black packaging. And this is a pink, and it's so pretty. It's really metallic, and it just looks so pretty on the eyes. I love that shade, as well as all of their eyeshadows. I think they're such great quality. Also was using the Baked Balance and Brighten color correcting foundation in the shade Light from Laura Geller. This is such a pretty shade. It is a baked formula, so it has that multi-tone to the product, and I was using this as a setting powder, which was adding way too much color to my skin. So it's good as a foundation, and it's pretty full coverage. I'd say like medium to full. You can really build it up. Definitely not great as a finishing powder though, as it adds a lot of pigmentation. The NARS blush in Gulu, or whatever it was. This was the VIB Rouge for 2016, I believe, and it is this deeper pink shade. These are not the shades that I gravitate towards normally, but it was nice to kind of be drawn into using that. It was free, so it was a nice sample, and of course now NARS isn't cruelty free, but I'm keeping this just because I usually don't get rid of non-cruelty free products. I like to use them up. I like to go through them as long as they're good quality. And since that is NARS, it is good quality and I will continue to use it. Now these are a few things that I got during Black Friday. So I have the Anastasia Moonchild palette, and this is the blue packaging one, and it has the purple and gray, there's a green, a pink, and a more white shade down there. This is that palette, and I think it's so pretty. I love all the colors in this. I think they're so great, and I definitely like that. I mean, it's a little bit more daring, but it's definitely a really cool highlighter palette, and nothing like what I have in my collection otherwise. And then there's the Aurora palette, which has a lot of out there colors, and it's very different even from the last one I showed you. So there's a blue, a purple, like more of an orangey color. This one up here is a really pretty pink, and there's like a yellowish green. So definitely some out there colors, but I really had fun playing around with that and using that. And of course, if you don't want to use them on your face, you can always use them as eyeshadows or eyeshadow toppers, just to add a little bit different color to your eyeshadow. And I think that's so pretty. It's such a cool idea. So I really love those palettes. Her highlighters are such good pigmentation and coloring, and I really just love her products. I also went back to this Too Faced No Filter Selfie palette. So these add a little bit of color, nothing like really transforming to the skin, but this was a yellow, this was a purple, and then there's the bronzer in the middle. So as you can see, I've pretty much finished those two colors. I was using this purple one here. There's a little bit left of the yellow, but I'm pretty much calling these two quits, and I will be just working on that bronze in the summer. I'm putting this away until the summertime because I think this will be very pretty all over the skin during that time. So I like this palette. Would I rush out and buy it again? No. Do I think it was a good product? Yes. But I would say if it's on your list, definitely get it. It's like worth the try, but I wouldn't repurchase this. And then I went back to using my Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette. I really love this palette. I think there's a lot of nice neutral looks you can get. There's a nice couple pops of color, more purple, and there's this green down here, and there's a deeper forest green, and you have a black and some nice transition colors. I think this was a really well thought out palette. I love Kathleen, so glad to support her with that. And another YouTuber who I'm happy to support is Jaclyn Hill. I was back to using her Becca palette, which has the two highlighters and the blush in that, and I really love that palette as well. And then I was using for contouring my Tarteist Contour. You've seen this in a million videos. I've really hit pan on the yellow, and I'm starting to hit pan on this one too. I was doing some baking with this and I really liked it, but yeah, I continue to love that palette, as you've heard me say a million times before. I also tried this Pure Night Fantasy eyeshadow palette. It's pretty good, but I don't know. I'm kind of trying to figure out whether I want to keep it or not. The top has some reddish orange shades, and then the bottom's really smoky. I had some nice looks come out of this, but I'm just really questioning if I need to keep this in my stash. And then I was also using the Nocturnal Shadow Box. This is really pretty. It has some nice neutral shades, and the bottom has more bold shades. There's a purple, there's a green, there's a blue, there's a nice black to smoke it all up, and it was really pretty. I'm glad I got it on sale on Black Friday for $14.50, which is a great price for it, and it does come with a little brush, and I just love this little palette. I'm so happy I got it, and it was great to have the ability to have it on sale was amazing. So then I have this Marc Jacobs eye and cheek palette from last year. This is the Object of Desire palette, and this has 6 eyeshadows and 3 cheek colors. So there's a blush, a bronzer, and a highlight, and then the 3 eyeshadow colors. They're very neutral, and then the pops of color are plum, and there's like a mauve tone there. It's really pretty. I love the quality. I'm glad I have it, and I think I'll be dipping more into the bronzer and the blush and the highlight in the future. It's definitely a nice little palette. It would be great for traveling if you're going to go anywhere. You might want to take this with you if you know that you're just going to want some nice natural looks. I definitely recommend this. I don't know if you can still get it. If you have it in your collection, definitely pull it out and use it. I feel like it might still be available, but I really, really enjoy that little palette. The last few things I have are this Sheer Envy Color Correct Cushion Wonder from Hard Candy. This is a peach shade. I think it does a nice job, but it's a little bit sheer. Compared to other products I've tried, I like it, but it's maybe not my favorite after trying some other products. So I do like it. I would recommend it, but just know that it is a little bit more sheer than some other products you'll find out there. And then I was using my Wet n Wild dual-ended contour stick. So one side has the contour, which this is a lighter shade, and actually this is in the light and medium. So this is more of a gray toned brown, and then the other side has a highlighter, and that is like a white stick. And it's great. I love this. I was contour and highlighting with this. I was also using this for sculpting out under my contour, and I thought it worked really nice. So I do recommend that. So I have a few lip products in here. I was using my LipSurgence lip gloss in the shade Buff. This was from a holiday set, I believe, a few years ago. I really love the LipSurgence glosses. I'm not sure if you can still get these from Tarte, but if you can, I do recommend them because they were awesome. And another thing I really love is the Bare Minerals Matte Formula Lips, and this is in the shade Infamous. This is a mauve rose shade, and I really love it. Like I said in some other previous videos, it doesn't dry down. It dries down matte, but it doesn't leave my lips feeling like super tight and over dried, and I really love that product. Another product I really love is this, I believe this is a super matte lip from ColourPop, or ultra matte lip, I'm sorry. This is in the shade Bianca. All the writing has worn off of it, so I really can't tell you whether it was the ultra matte or the satin matte, but this is such a pretty color. Again, it's like that pinky mauve shade, really great for everyday wear. Then I was using this Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in Hypno. This is one of the Manny MUA colors. This is more of a deepy, like a rosy, plummy, brown, pink, I don't even know. But I really love this shade. It's great for the fall and winter time. I was using my lip injection from Too Faced, and this is just a clear one. These are amazing. They plump your lip up, they tingle, they sting a little bit. If you're not into that, then you won't like these, but I like that feeling, and I like the effect that it has on my lips. This is an ultra satin lip, and this was part of the ColourPop and Hello Kitty collection. This is in Tiny Chum. This is another one of those like gray pink shades. I think it's so pretty. I love this, and it's great for everyday wear. A matte from Essence. This is in the shade Perfect Match, and this is just a nice, pretty, rosy shade. Just nice for everyday wear. It's matte on the lips. It doesn't have that line that happens, and it's not over drying. It's still like a lipstick formula, so that makes it really nice too. A couple more lips, and then we're done with that. I have the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Ludwig, and this is one of my favorite shades. It's like a light brown. It's so pretty. It's kind of like has that gray undertone to it. So I just really love this. I think her formula is so great. I love the long applicator to it, and I just continue to really love that color and go back to it time and time again. Now, one lip product that I was a little bit peeved with and a little bit upset with was this Drench Lip Splash lipstick from Tarte in the shade Cabana Boy, and it is such a pretty color. It has that pretty like mauve, you know, the shade that I've been showing you over and over, but it broke and it's wobbly in there, and when I put it on, I tried to have it down the whole way so that I could just put it on my lips, but it moves back and forth and it's hard to control. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to get rid of this. Such a pretty color, but I've heard many people say that those just snap off, and I agree. It's just not a great product if it's going to break off. And then last two things I was using, the Too Faced Chocolate Chip Palette. This is such a cute palette. It was out a couple Black Fridays ago, maybe last year, 2016. I really love this. It's a nice neutral little palette, and it's nice for on the go. I was using it every day for some nice natural looks, and it smells like chocolate. I really love it. Great for neutral looks. And then the last thing I have is this NARS Laguna and Hot Sand Duo. This is a great bronzer. It's a cult favorite. And then the Hot Sand highlighter, which is nice and natural. It doesn't look too overdone. Doesn't look not enough on the skin. It's just great for everyday wear. So it can be professional or it can be like bam in your face, depending how much you really build it up on your skin. So I love this combination. Again, NARS is not cruelty free anymore since they started selling in China recently. I had already purchased this, so I will continue to use it until it's finished because it is a great product. So those are the only things that I have in my makeup bag from the last couple weeks, and I hope that you like them. If you have any questions on any of the products, leave it below. I'd be glad to get back to you, and let me know if you enjoy using any of these products or if you have any questions about any of the products I've used, and I will see you guys soon in my next video.